This is Jeff Mitchell with the Golf Standard. Today we're talking about curving the golf ball. If you'd really like to be able to draw or fade the golf ball, you have a couple of different options. I have a yellow alignment rod right here pointing at the yellow flag in the distance, and that's where I would like to see the golf ball finish. I've got an orange rod that dictates an inside to out path in relation to that target line, and another alignment rod that shows an outside to in path in relation to that target line. You really have a couple of different options. You can either change your setup position at address, or you can actually change the swing itself. To change the setup position, which I prefer, I think it's very simple and it works really well for me. What I do is I line my body up where I want the golf ball to start, and I line the club face. As you can see, I would close that club face, but I would line my body up to where I want it to start. I would line the club face up where I want it to finish, and I would take a very normal swing. That's going to create a difference between the path of the club at impact and the angle of the club face in relation to that path. For me, what that allows me to do is to take what I would consider to be a very normal swing, as if I were trying to hit a straight golf shot, and I would still be able to hit a nice draw. So I line up where I want to start, line the club face up where I want it to finish. Nice normal swing. Ball takes off and has a nice gentle draw towards its target. And the same thing would be true with a fade. I would line up where I want it to start, club face where I want it to finish, take a normal swing. That works well for me, but you need to experiment with these. The second way is actually changing your golf swing. In this way of doing it, what you're doing is you're setting up perfectly square to your target, club face square to your target, alignment square to your target, and all you're going to do is change the plane of the swing. So if you're trying to hit a fade, you would take the club outside right along that path where you want this ball to start. It would come out and across, start on that path, but the club face would be square to your target line, so the ball is going to slice back to that line. And the same thing would be true with a draw. I'm always lining up with my body and the club face square to my target line, but I'm changing the path of the club. For a draw, the club's going to come from inside out. Club face is going to be square to the target, but close to that path, so the ball's going to start to the right, draw back to your target line. Go out and really experiment with this, find out which one is easier for you. As I said, my go-to is changing my setup so that my swing never changes. I see a lot of tour players going out and they actually change their golf swing, but you have to find the one that is good for you. Go out and have some fun with this, try these two methods, find out which one works for you. Have fun curving the ball. Until next time. It works.